Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and Happy New Year to everyone. We are finally back here for another or to continue the 2023-2024 basketball season here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. We are live in Newport News, Virginia on the campus of the Apprentice School right here in the Apprentice School Athletic Center located on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding. Howard McCain here with you, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Davenport will serve as our engineer producer, where this afternoon we bring you today's matchup between the men of the Apprentice School versus Blue Lights College, the Thoroughbreds out of Apex, North Carolina. This should be a good one, ladies and gentlemen, as Coach Evan Key and his 9-3 Builders prepare to take the court this afternoon. The Builders are coming in off of a very impressive 4-game winning streak, looking to continue their winning ways, and they will be taking on Coach Denzel Johnson, who is currently the interim head coach for the Blue Lights College Thoroughbreds. The Thoroughbreds coming to this afternoon's contest with a overall record of 6-2. So right now we are getting the starting lineups announced, and folks, we just look forward to an afternoon of great basketball action here as we will be taking the court soon. Interesting thing coming into this afternoon's game. Again, this is the first game of the new year, and the Builders are looking to reestablish some momentum. That is one of the things that is always difficult coming off of a long break over the Christmas holidays, that teams go into the Christmas break with a certain rhythm, and they have to come out and somehow reestablish that rhythm going into the other part of the season. So it'll be interesting to see. Will the Builders come out with the same vigor, with the same energy that they finished up the 2023 portion of the year last year? Will they have that same energy coming out in the first part of this year? So that will be the task for Coach Evan Key and his staff. He'll be joined on the bench by Michael Gainey, Barry Hollenbeck, and Brandon Joyner will be joining him as both teams will make their way to the center court logo, where we will tip things off here momentarily. Folks, our officials for this evening's basketball game are Frederick German, Thomas Sumter, and Chelsea, I believe that's Schweers. So stay with us. Don't go anywhere, folks. This should be a good one as we get ready to tip off the 2024 portion of the basketball calendar. We are underway, and the Thoroughbreds control the tip. Khalil Baker handles the basketball over to Sam Benton Jr. He'll be joined on the court by Milgons Barrientos, Wall Yock, and also Jay Bookhart. Thoroughbreds working around the perimeter. Shot clock at 5. Barrientos' first shot of the afternoon is up and good. And we're underway with the scoring 2-0 Thoroughbreds over the Builders as the Builders back on offense. Working against a man-to-man defense employed by the Thoroughbreds. Shot clock at 14. Feed outside to Saunders. Saunders, his first shot of the evening is a 3. It's up and it is good. And the Builders, first shot of 2024, 3, and the Builders now with a 3-2 lead over the Thoroughbreds. Long offensive rebound comes off. Builders on the offensive end. Shot off the glass is good. That's Isaiah Jones. He'll be joined on the floor by Kyrie Smith, Donovan Means, Isaiah Jones, and Kelby Saunders. Third shot by the Thoroughbreds, no good. Back come the Builders with Kyrie Smith. Kyrie is the leading scorer so far of the season. 14 points a game is what he's averaging. Kick out to Smith. Smith, that's the second made three-pointer of the first half, for the Builders, and the Builders lead now is 8-2. Back come the Thoroughbreds on offense. Here's Barrientos. Thoroughbreds trying to solve this active defense by the Builders. That shot up no good, leads to a fast break opportunity. As the feed goes inside, they tried to get it into Wall, who was streaking through the paint. Pass goes awry. It goes into the stands, and that'll be a turnover for the Builders, their first of the evening. 17:55 remaining in the first half. Feed inside. That shot up and good. Those are the first points of the afternoon for Jay Bookhart, the 5'11" freshman for Blue Lights College, again out of Apex, North Carolina. Donovan Means. That's the first shot of the evening by Adrian Wall. That shot is no good. Bills with an 8-4 lead. Shot up and good for Sam Benton Jr. Sam Benton, the 5'10" sophomore for the Thoroughbreds. His first points of the afternoon, and that has trimmed the Builder lead now to a single bucket, 8-6. Adrian Wall looks to get it inside. Pass poked away. Thoroughbreds on the break. Euro step. Shot up and good for Wall Yacht. Now, Wall Yacht here is listed at 6'6". We may get out the measuring tape to make sure that is accurate, because from court, he doesn't look 6'6", looks a lot shorter than that, but it doesn't matter. His shot goes down. Back come the Thoroughbreds. Khalil Baker gets his first points, and so far every starter on the floor, I believe, has scored, and the Builders now trail by 2, 8-10. Man-to-man defense by the Thoroughbreds. Pass goes inside, shot up and off the glass, and good for Isaiah Jones, the 6'9" sophomore from Rocky Mount. 16 minutes exactly left to play in the first half, as that shot, no good. Rebound for controlled by the Builders. Here's Means. Means yet to score. I don't think Means has even taken a shot so far in the first half as Kyrie Smith's shot, no good. Back come the Thoroughbreds. Do we have a player control foul? I think we do not. They're going to say that Kyrie Smith was in the restricted area. So that'll be his first personal foul, the team's first, as we get our first substitution of the evening. But first, we're going to have a timeout. Media timeout, 50-35 remaining here in the first half. And the Builders and Thoroughbreds are tied at 10 apiece. And just like we talked about prior to tip-off, wanted to see how the Builders would come out in the first half of this game, having not played basketball in a while. Are they going to be able to establish some type of rhythm after such a long layoff? And we can see so far the team looks fresh. Were able to come down. Their first two made buckets of the afternoon were three-point shots. So it looks like they are coming out of the break pretty good. Right now, Builders are shooting 4 of 7 from the field. Right now, that's 57%. 5 of 9 from the field for the Thoroughbreds. That's 55%. Now, on the season, the Builders' field goal percentage is somewhere around about 44%. That's not necessarily the best in the world, but you can counter that by playing really, really good defense down the stretch. So we'll see if the Builders are able to kind of pick up that scoring average or that field goal percentage as the game goes on. The timeout is over. Both teams are making their way back onto the court. So prior to that break, there was a foul call on Kyrie Smith. That'll be his first and the team's first. So that'll put Khalil Baker, the 6'5" freshman, at the line for 2. He hits the first of 2. And with that free throw, that puts the Thoroughbreds up by a single point over the Builders. 11-10 is our score. The second of 2 by Baker trickles over the front of the rim and in for 2. Back on the Builders offensively with Means. Means still looking for his first points, and he gets them. Donovan Means, his first basket of the afternoon, and it brings the Builders and the Thoroughbreds to a tie. 12-12 is our score as Benitez looks, can't find anyone. He gets it to Yak. Yak working against the defense of the Builders. Tough defense, little too tough, as Courage Harrell is to pick up his first personal foul. That'll be the team's second. So Wall Yak was fouled in the act of shooting, and he'll get 2, and he hits the first 2. 13-12 is our score, as Wall Yak now had, I believe, 3 early on in the contest, make it 4. So 14-12 is the score. 15 minutes left in the first half. Means tries to work off of a screen. Smith along the baseline, tough shot. Fight underneath. I thought maybe Smith might have been out on that play. Loose ball controlled by the Thoroughbreds. Thoroughbreds lose the basketball. Turns into a fast break opportunity for the Builders. Feed inside. Smith able to control and hit. So Kyrie Smith picks up his 5th point. Again, comes into today's contest the leading scorer for the Builders at 14 a game. As the Thoroughbreds continue to work the perimeter. Feed inside to Yak. Nice pass. Nice entry pass to Yak. Even better finish with the left hand by Yak high off of the backboard. And that too gives the Thoroughbreds the lead right back 16-14. Wall. Skip pass to Smith. Smith looking for a 7th point. Nothing doing. Another fast break opportunity for the Thoroughbreds, but the Builders able to get back on defense. Slow things back down. Kick to the corner. That long 3 comes off to Wall on the rebound, and the Builders have numbers. Smith, feed to the baseline, poked away by Wall Yak. So the basketball will remain on this end as the Builders make a substitution. Avon Hawkins will make his way into the contest. So the shot clock is at 25. The game clock is at 13:22. And the Builders trail by 2, 16-14 here in the first half. Feed inside. Here's Means. Means, tough shot. And I think we're going to get a foul. Nope, no foul underneath. As Chelsea Schweers says that it went out of bounds off the Builders, so that'll be a turnover. That's only the 2nd turnover, I believe, of the contest so far for the Builders. Nope, that's their 3rd. Thoroughbreds looking to get inside. Instead, low percentage shot from the corner comes off to the Builders on the loose ball. Skip pass to Means. Means gets it out to Hawkins. His 3-point shot, no good. Builders with another opportunity. Shot clock was reset to 20, but it doesn't matter. It's Avon Hawkins able to knife his way to the basket, lay it up for an easy 2, and we are tied once again, 16-16. Love the pace of the game so far. Builders fall asleep on defense, which leads to an easy bucket by Bookhart. So for Bookhart, that's his 2nd bucket of the evening. He has 4 points, and the Builders back down now by a single bucket, 18-16. Feed inside. And there's the foul call. So that foul call will be on Patrick Harrington. That is his first personal foul and the team's first. So that'll send Builders to the line. Avon Hawkins, the 6'4" senior out of Hampton, Virginia, will step to the line to shoot 2 to try to bring the Builders a little bit closer. He does not. As Xavier Hunter makes his way into the contest along with. Okay, now this is interesting because the Blue Lights College roster has a Wall Yak on their roster, and they also have a Yak Yak. Now, wait a minute. Yep, that is the way it's written. Builders make the 2nd of 2 free throws, so we have a Wall Yak, a Yak Yak on the court at the same time. Folks, I did not write this. Builders turn the defensive pressure just a little bit as the feed goes into the deep corner. That 3, no good. Loose ball poked around, and the loose ball comes off to Means. Builders slow the basketball down. Here's Hunter. Little out of control. Still able to get to Hawkins. That long 3 attempt comes off. Feed inside to Hawkins. Hawkins once again knifing through the lane to put it up for two, and the Builders now have the lead once again, 19-18 over the Thoroughbreds of Blue Lights College. And if you ever get an opportunity to Google Blue Lights College, I recommend you go ahead and do that. Give you some insight on what kind of college they are, as the shot by the Thoroughbreds is up and no good. Nice move by Means at half court. Here's Harold. His three is good. So 22-18 is the score as we get a timeout. Timeout being taken, I believe, by the Thoroughbreds. Nope, that is a media timeout. 48 left in the first here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Builders 22, Thoroughbreds 18. Thank you, three-point shot. That's down for the Builders prior to this media timeout. Builders doing a pretty good job on defense so far, putting a little bit of distance right now between themselves and the Thoroughbreds. But as far as Blue Light College goes, if you have not Googled them, they're a very unique college. Why? Because think about it. Blue Lights, this is actually a college where kids go who want to pursue a career in law enforcement. Now, they don't necessarily teach them, I believe, academics at the college. If I'm incorrect, then I'll go back and read the information website again. But they're a bit of a feeder college to, I believe it's Wake Tech, which is a local community college in North Carolina. That is where they go to get the academic side of things. But Blue Lights College, again, more of a police academy. Not the one with Steve Gutenberg in it that had like 5 sequels, not that police academy. But they are pretty much like a police academy, hence the name of the college, Blue Lights. So we're back into play after the media timeout. Builders force another turnover. That is only the second turnover this afternoon for the Thoroughbreds, as Courage able to knife through. Nice right-handed layup off the glass for Builders. Builders now with their largest lead of the contest, 24-18. And I think, whoa, I was just about to call a player control foul, but the officials thought different. So Kyrie Smith is going to pick up his second foul. That'll be the third team foul as substitutions make their way into the ball game. Malik Munderland makes his way in as Benitez makes his way back onto the floor for Blue Lights. Here's Walyak. His long three-point shot rims out. Means clears the loose ball. It's Courage. Builders working all the way around the perimeter. Kick it back out to Hawkins. Hawkins three-point attempt. No good. The loose ball slapped around and controlled by Courage. Shot clock at 15. Means feeds inside to Hawkins. Hawkins got caught underneath the basket. Shot got blocked. Back come the Thoroughbreds, and that three by Sam Benton Jr. is good. So for Benton Jr., that is his 5th point of the contest. And that pulls the Thoroughbreds within a single possession, 24-21. Builders turn it over. That is the Builders' 4th turnover of the first half as Walyak able to get all the way to the basket easily and able to put it in for 2. So the Builders see their 6-point lead quickly evaporate. Is now down to 1, 24-23. Ball poked away. Shot clock at 15. Hawkins being guarded by Benitez. Hawkins so far only 1 for 4 from three-point land. Kick out to Yak. His three-point shot in and out. Neither team really setting up in their half-court offense as both teams decide to run with the basketball. Means shot is no good. Leads to a Thoroughbred fast break. Loose ball poked around. Rebound controlled by Benton. Thoroughbreds hit from 3. And just like that, thanks to Khalil Baker, the Thoroughbreds are in the lead again. So the Builders have just seen themselves outscored 8-0 here in the past couple of minutes after being up by 6. Hawkins. Here's Courage. Tough shot, but Courage is able to hit as we get a timeout. So Courage Harold collects his 5th point of the evening. And we're going to time out. We're now tied Builders 26, Thoroughbred 26. Right now, Builders shooting about 9 of 18 from the field. That's right at about 50%. And for the Thoroughbreds, they're shooting about 7 of 15 for 46.7%. And it is obvious what both teams are trying to do. They're trying to get as many transition opportunities off of rebounds as possible. Now, of course, whenever you take a three-point shot, it is normally going to lead to a long rebound. If you are able to catch that rebound in stride going up the court in the opposite direction, then the chances of you getting a fast break opportunity goes up exponentially. So with both teams shooting a lot of quick shots, that's leading to a lot of missed shots, which lead to a lot of fast break opportunities, and it leads to a torrid pace on the court. So if your conditioning isn't quite where it needs to be, then it's going to get tested in this basketball game if we continue at this pace that we're running the basketball up and down the court. So the timeout is over. Basketball be inbounded by Blue Lights. Again, we are tied 26-26. Yak with the shot clock at 20, being guarded by Hunter. Kick to the corner, Benton. Nothing doing, so he gets it back to Baker. Shot clock now at 10 as Benton works against the defense of Adrian Wall. Shot clock now at 5. Benton going to have to squeeze. I think that may have been partially blocked, but it doesn't matter as Sam Benton was able to get up and in. So for Benton, that is his 7th point. I think that was a 3. Was that a 3 or a 2? It was only a 2. Okay, his foot may have been on the line, so that was a 2. As the shot by Saunders trickles over the top of the rim. Kick in the corner. Comes back out to Benitez. Nice feed underneath by Benitez to Baker. And Baker with 9 points. Ensuing possession by the Builders. Doesn't yield a single thing, and back comes Benton. This time, he was all the way behind the three-point line. Shot no good. Long rebound comes off to Wall, and we're going to get a loose ball foul. I'm sorry, I was calling Benitez. It's Barrientos. I'm sorry, Barrientos with his first personal foul, and the team's second. Big ones, Barrientos. Builders able to work it along the baseline. Tough shot by Hawkins, no good, but Kelby Saunders there with the putback. So the Builders now trail 31-28. We're now at 6 minutes remaining in the first half as Wall Yop is able to come down and drain a 2. So for Yop, he is now in double figures. The only player on the court that's in double figures is Xavier Hunter. Puts up a tough shot. You would have wanted him to be a little bit more patient and find an outlet for a pass, but he didn't do that, and that leads to a fast break. Builders a little bit lazy on defense right there. Nobody stepped out to stop the basketball as Hunter comes down on the other end. Builders now see themselves down by 7 at this point. This is the largest deficit as we have a foul underneath Barrientos. Barrientos with his second personal foul, I believe. That'll be the team's 3rd as the Builders come with substitutions. Isaiah Jones will make his way back onto the floor along with Donovan Means as the Builders now find themselves down by 7. 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Builders. Feed inside to Saunders. Saunders, miss it. Loose ball tipped around, controlled by the Thoroughbreds. And here they come with Baker. Baker had it poked away, but Means unable to control it in the corner. So the basketball will remain on this end of the floor. Builders trailing by 7. Here's Benton. Shot clock at 20. Shot in the air by Jaden Robinson. Builders nearly turned it over. Wall dribbled it off his knee. Saunders wanted to shoot that one, wasn't able to catch it in rhythm. But Jones, his jumper, no good. .436 remaining. Builders trailing by 7 to the Thoroughbreds of Blue Lights College. Feed inside to Baker. Too strong. Loose ball controlled by the Builders. Here's Wall. Wall up ahead to Jackson. His wild shot is controlled by the Builders. Here's Jackson again. He's fouled. Foul is called on Jaden Robertson. For Jaden Robertson, that is his first personal foul and team's fourth. So that will put Montreal Jackson at the free throw line to shoot 2. He's a 6-foot junior out of Norfolk. Nope, oh, wait a minute. Nope, he is a 6'1" junior out of Baltimore, Maryland. Sorry about that, Miss Jackson. So Yak will make his way back onto the floor. I love his name. I'm sorry, man. His name is cool. We have Wall Yak and Yak. So Montreal Jackson, this is the second of 2, and the Builders still trail by 7. The largest lead before since the timeout by the Blue Lights was only 2. Right now up by 7. Make it 9. As Jay Bookhart picks up his basket as the feed goes inside to Isaiah Jones. And Builders kind of stop the bleeding for just a moment. Find themselves down by 7 again. It's been feed inside to Yak. All kinds of traffic. Ball was poked away. Builders off and running with Wall. Builders attack the basket with Isaiah Jones, I believe. Was that Isaiah Jones? I believe it was. Isaiah Jones misses the shot. Wait a minute. The PA announcer said that the foul was on Jaden Harrington, but Jaden Harrington is number 0 on my roster. They said number 1, who is Wall Yak. Now, for Wall Yak, that is his first personal foul, and that's going to be the team's 5th. So Builders not quite in the bonus yet, but he was fouled in the act of shooting, so there will be 2 shots upcoming once we come out of this timeout. 3:14 remaining in the first half as the Builders find themselves down by 7. Builders have trailed by as many as 9 in the basketball game. Right now, Wall Yak and Sam Benton lead all scorers. Not just for the Thoroughbreds, but on the court, period. They have 10 points apiece. Leading scorer right now for the Builders is Courage Harrell. He has 7 points. Builders have turned the basketball over 4 times, while Blue Lights has turned it over 2. So teams are kind of taking care of basketball in the first half. Builders are only 1 of 4 from the free throw line, while Blue Lights has not missed from the charity stripe. Again, Builders again off of a 4-game winning streak, trying to make it 5. Kelby Saunders, the 6'5" junior out of Smithfield, Virginia, will step to the line to try to do 2 to try to cut into this Thoroughbred lead, and he doesn't. So the lead with the deficit stays at 7, 37-30. 3:14 remaining in the first half. And second of 2 goes down. So the first half field goal percentage is under what the Builders normally shoot per game. They shoot about 44%, right now shooting 39% in the first half. It's Benton to Yak. Back to Yak, deep corner 3, comes off. Rebound controlled. Means pulls it out to set up the half-court defense as the Builders decide to go inside with Jones, but Jones is fouled. That foul is going to be on Khalil Baker. That is his first personal foul in the team's 6th. So that'll put Isaiah Jones, the 6'9" sophomore out of Rocky Mount, at the line. Right now, Isaiah Jones with 6 points, make it 6 points. Right now, Builders are leaving points on the charity stripe. They're now 1 of 5 from the free throw line. They normally shoot about 60% from the charity stripe, which isn't fantastic, as Jones hits the second of 2. And the deficit is now 5. 37-32. We're now under around 2.5 remaining in the first half. Baker works it along the baseline. 3-point basket run comes in and out, but Baker comes along the baseline to clean up the mess. And the Builders find themselves back down by 7, 39-32. This means launches. Shot clock does not reset as Wall is able to pick it up and pick up 2. We're now at 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Builders trail by 5. Builders, bit of a matchup zone right now. Feed goes inside, ball poked away, but the Builders are going to be credited with a foul. Nice job by Isaiah Jones. I think he may have gotten him with the body as he went for the steal. So that is his first personal foul, the team's 4th. So blue lights is not in the bonus, as Barrientos will make his way back into the ball game. Yak will have a seat. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. 1:49 remaining on the game clock. There's Benton. Baker once again trying to work the baseline as Bookhart, not aware of where he is on the court, stepped out of bounds. So that'll be a turnover. That will be only their 3rd turnover of the basketball game. That is actually pretty impressive. They've only turned the basketball over 3 times. So for head coach Johnson, nice to see his team taking care of the basketball, and that has contributed to them being up by 5. It's Jones. Strong move on the baseline. Able to bake off the glass for 2, and that cuts the Thoroughbred lead now to 3. Deep corner feed as Barrientos, unaware of where he is, he steps out of bounds as well. So 2 consecutive turnovers for the Thoroughbreds. That is now 4 turnovers in the basketball game. The Builders with an opportunity to either pull themselves within 1 or tie the basketball game with a 3-point shot or a 3-point play. Builders back it down. Jones. Jones at rim is able to bank it off the glass for 2 of the Builders. Down by a point, 39-38. We're now under a minute remaining in the first half as Benton gets it across the timeline. Builders extend their defense. Clock now at 20. Baker back to Benton. That's good if it goes, and that is for 3. So Builders find themselves down by 5 as the feed inside. Shot goes up, blocked by Baker. Here comes the Thoroughbreds on the fast break. That's a 2-point bucket for Bookhart. Builders sloppy with the basketball turnover. That leads to a 3-point opportunity by the Thoroughbreds, and Benton misses, but he was fouled. So Adrian Wall picks up his first personal foul. That is the Builders team 6th. We're at 6.8 remaining in the first half, and the Thoroughbreds are going to get an opportunity to add to their 6-point lead, as Sam Benton Jr. will step to the line to shoot 3 with 6.8 seconds remaining. Benton's the first of 2. Avon Hawkins. Avon Hawkins will be set to come into the contest. Not just yet. As Benton attempts a second of 3. No good. So Avon Hawkins will make his way into the ball game as Courage will have a seat. So, of course, with 6.8 seconds, Builders have an opportunity to get a shot off before the half to try to cut to this 7-point deficit. Here's Wall. Wall out beyond arc. Gets it over to Kelby Saunders, who drains a three on the way into the locker room. And just like that, instead of going to the locker room down by, have we put that one on board? Now the score is 45-38. There it is. It's 46-31. So Builders go to halftime locker room down by 5 to the visiting Thoroughbreds of Blue Lights College. Very entertaining first half. A lot of up and down action, but as it goes, the Builders were going to the locker room trailing by 5. So what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to step aside. We're going to get an opportunity to get a break. We'll give you a break. We'll come back after the break with second half action and first half stats. And until then, we will see you in a moment. So your halftime score, Thoroughbreds 45, Builders 41. We'll be back. Welcome back, folks. We are just a couple of minutes away before we get things tipped back off here for the second half of action here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, where this afternoon's contest is between the builders of the Apprentice School, of course, and the thoroughbreds of Blue Lights College out of Apex, North Carolina. Is Denzel Johnson, who's actually the interim head coach for the thoroughbreds, brings this 6-2 squad in to take on the builders, led by Coach Evan Key. Builders currently at 9-3, and right now the Builders trail at halftime here, 45-41. As we look at some of the stats from the first half for the visiting thoroughbreds, 3 players in double digits in the first half: Wall Yak, Sam Benton, and Khalil Baker, 10, 14, and 11 points respectively. As Jay Bookhart, who's only a bucket away from being in double figures himself. So the thoroughbreds have really been balanced in their scoring, and that has really helped them in this contest. Builders right now, Isaiah Jones, the only builder in double digits. He has 11. Kelby Saunders, who did hit a 3 late in the first half, he has 9 in the first half. As far as rebounds, thoroughbreds with 17 total. Baker with 5 for the thoroughbreds. For the builders, they've pulled down 24 boards. Donovan Means and Kelby Saunders with 5 apiece. Both teams' defensive rebounds are 15 apiece. Builders shooting 42.5% in the first half, 17 of 40 from the field, while the thoroughbreds shot 51%, 18 of 35. There were 6 ties in the first half, 4 lead changes. Builders led by as many as 6. Thoroughbreds led by as many as 9. And right now, as we get ready to start the second half here with the Apprentice School Athletic Center, thoroughbreds up by 4, 45-41. Builders set to start the basketball off, the second half off with a possession and an opportunity to cut into this 4-point deficit. So we are underway now for the second half as Donovan Means handles the basketball. Wall able to knife in between 2 thoroughbreds, bank it off the glass for 2. So 45-43 is our new score. I told you prior to going to the halftime break it was 46-41, but the score was actually 45-41. Thoroughbred lead now cut to 2 as Yak attempts to get it inside. His pass picked off. Here's Jones. Jones with 11 in the first half. Jones, we thought we were going to get a foul call, but nothing doing. That turnover leads to a fast break opportunity. Thoroughbreds unable to cash in. Here's Smith. Smith, bit of a wild shot. Builders had a shot at the rebound as Jones and Smith both end up on their backsides. Have a bit of a wet spot on the floor. We'll get that cleaned up. Howard McCain here with you for the second half. Dave Davenport is our engineer producer. And no, he was not mentioned by Cat Williams during the Shay Shay Club Shay Shay interview. Why not? Everybody else was mentioned during it. I think that interview was, about 2.5 hours long that he did with Shannon Sharp. I think it was about over 2.5 hours long, and boy, he called out a lot of folks in that thing. I don't think Dave Davenport. I'll look and see if Dave Davenport's name came up. Thoroughbreds feed inside to Yak, has his shot blocked. Loose ball controlled by Wall. Blue Lights able to poke it away by Baker, who's able to get it ahead to Wall Yak, who adds to his point total. So Wall Yak now, I believe, with 12 in the contest, and the Builders back down by 4. As Donovan Means hits from 3. So the Builders, I believe, now trail by 1 in the basketball game. As that long 3 shot comes off, no good. Kick to the corner to Barrientos. His shot for 3 goes down. Thoroughbreds playing well here in the contest. They add to their lead now, back up to 4, 50-46. Just under 18 minutes to play as that one is poked into the court. And they're going to say Barrientos was the last person to touch the basketball. He doesn't believe it. As Clifton Good and A. Hawkins make the way into the contest. So the Bills inbound in the backcourt. Shot clock at 18. Shot clock now at 10. Here's Good. Good hands it off to Saunders. Shot clock at 5. Kick to Smith. Shot clock at 3, 2. Saunders launches. Long rebound comes off to Means. Builders unable to capitalize. So back come the Thoroughbreds. Here's Baker. Shot does everything but go down, and we're going to get a jump ball situation, I believe. The possession arrow is in favor of the Thoroughbreds. So the basketball will remain on this end. Shot clock will be reset to 20. Baker to Benton. Off the back of the rim. Loose ball picked up and put in by Barrientos. So the Builders find themselves down by 6 to a very scrappy Thoroughbred team as Means. That's it. That's back-to-back three-point shots that go down for Means. And Means now right. It says it has 5 points in the game. We'll check that during the next timeout to make sure that the score that is on the board is correct. It says he has 8. That sounds more like it. Shot clock now at 5. Baker, a long way away from the basket, being guarded by Hawkins. Loses it. Builders throw it ahead to Hawkins. Hawkins, layup off the glass is good. So good job of defense by the Builders as we're going to get timeout. Timeout taken by interim head coach Denzel Johnson. So I think they're going to change that timeout, I believe. Nope, there's going to be not going to be immediate timeout. It will be a timeout taken by the Thoroughbreds. So with 16-18 remaining, Builders have trimmed the Thoroughbred lead to 1, 52-51. Builders went into the halftime locker room down by 4, 45-41, but both teams have come out, shot the ball pretty well. The Thoroughbreds, though, have been impressed. Now, they're 6-2 in the season, so they're no slouch on the basketball court, but normally in times past when they've been to this contest, the Builders have handled them, but not today. I tell you, they are putting up a fight in this basketball game, led by Sam Benton. Sam Benton right now with 14 points in the contest. Right behind him again is Wall Yak. He has 12 so far in the basketball game. So again, 6 lead changes, 4 lead changes. We've been tied 6 times in this basketball game. So we're out of the media timeout. Builders have outscored their opposition 10-7 here to start the second half. And that is how you trim a 4-point lead to 1. So here's Sam Benton, who leads all score in the contest with 14, gets it over to Wall Yak. Baker being guarded by Hawkins. Benton, shot clock now at 10. Here's Barrientos. Benton, feed inside to Baker. Nice ball movement. And you can't really stress how important ball movement is in your offense, because if you move the ball from side to side on the court, you can catch the defense out of position, and it could lead to an easy score opportunity as it did for the Thoroughbreds. Thoroughbreds come back with the ball. Tie up. Loose ball handled by Means. Saunders with the outlet to Smith. Means gets his own rebound off the miss, unable to convert, but able to get the loose ball. Here's Smith, shot clock at 15. Good, underneath, got pushed, no call. Nice layup. Good goes underneath the arm of Wall Yak and able to bank it in for 2. Builders now down by 1. We're just under 15 remaining in the contest. As that long three-point shot by Baker, last touch by Good. So it'll stay here on this end, and we're going to get a timeout. We're going to get a media timeout. So 14:53 remaining in the contest. Builders find themselves down by 1. I can't remember exactly when the Thoroughbreds got the lead in this basketball game, but I'm telling you, once they got it, they have not relinquished it. Right when the Builders are about to make a run, the Thoroughbreds do just enough. I mean, just enough to keep space between them and the Builders taking over in this basketball game. And again, that has been on the heels of 3 players for the Thoroughbreds that have played really, really well this afternoon. That's Wall Yak, Sam Benton, and Khalil Baker. So again, Wall Yak with 12, Sam Benton with 14, and Khalil Baker with 13. Now, prior to this timeout, I was trying to see how many points that Donovan Means actually had in the game, and according to our scorer, he has 8 in the contest. Again, Isaiah Jones still leading the Builders with 11 points. 12-9 is your scoring here in the second half. Builders 12 and the Thoroughbreds 9. Builders trail by a single point as we come out of the timeout. Here's Benton. And once again, the Thoroughbreds do just enough from the three-point line, keep separation between themselves and the Builders. That pushes the lead back up to 4. Thoroughbreds 57, Builders 53, as Smith tries to split the defense. Shot up and no good. Back comes Barrientos, who hits another 3. So Builders were just within 1. A couple of possessions later, the Builders are back down by 7. Here's Good. Builders need a bucket. Good does exactly what his last name says. Builders now down by 5, 60-55. We're now at about 14 minutes left in the contest. Builders will be back in action on, I believe, Monday here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center as we get ready to kick off the MLK Classic. But Barrientos kicks off another 3. So for Barrientos, that is his 13th point of the contest. So now they have 4 players in double digits as Good goes to work underneath, this time unable to hit. So back comes Baker and the Thoroughbreds. Thoroughbreds now with their largest lead has been 9. They're up by 8. Here come the Builders with Smith. Smith, feed into the corner. Saunders. That 3 is good. And we're going to get a timeout. Timeout being taken by the Builders. Builders now find themselves back down by 5. 63-58, 30-second timeout by the Builders. To be honest with you, by the way both teams are walking off the court, it looks like the Thoroughbreds could use this timeout more than the Builders. Again, with this pace that we've been running up and down the floor all night, if your team doesn't have numbers, your conditioning is going to get tested in this contest. And you can see a couple of Thoroughbred players coming off the court really, really sucking air. Barrientos and Benton, to be exact. They came off the court on that last time out looking exhausted. And if you look at their body language as they come on the court, they still look winded. Taken by Yak. Yak, Euro step, leads to a pass in the deep corner. That 3 no good. The weak side rebound taken by Yak. Now we have 2 Yaks on the floor. That's a double Yak attack. That shot by Benton. Tough shot, but he makes it. 65-58. Builders down by 7. Good. It's fouled. That foul call is going to be on Wall Yak. I think that is going to be his 2nd personal foul. So that'll put Clifton Good at the front line, the 6'6" junior out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. Makes the first of 2. Has anybody driven through Fredericksburg from here on their way to D.C.? I don't know what happens when you get to Fredericksburg, but all the traffic just stops. I wish they would figure that out. That keeps me from wanting to drive to D.C. I'm pretty sure Clifton doesn't have anything to do with that, but he does make the 2nd of 2, and that pulls the Builders within 5. 12:32 remaining in the contest. As Yak looks to enter or looks to throw the ball in, he does. Here's Yak, coast to coast, easy layup at the front of the rim. Builders with little to no resistance defensively as Xavier Hunter launches from three. Rebound taken by Courage underneath. Courage fights, tied up, loses it. That leads to a fast break opportunity for the Thoroughbreds. They don't have numbers. Looks like Yak traveled. Did they call a travel? Nope, they called a foul. So Adrian Wall will pick up his second personal foul. That's the team's first of the second half. I thought he traveled. Now the Thoroughbreds in the first half, well, in the contest are they were 5 of 7 in the first half. This is their first free throw opportunity of the second half as Patrick Harrington along with Khalil Baker make their way into the contest. They shot 71% from the charity stripe in the first half, and they misses the first of 2. That three-point shot up and no good, but Jonathan Means there to clean up the board and get the 2 for the Builders, 68-62. Here's Benton. Benton with 14. Guarded closely by Xavier Hunt. Here's Harrington. Here's Harrington with a tough and wild shot. Courage nearly tripped over his own feet, able to get into the corner to Hawkins. 3 comes off, no good. Builders unable to convert on the offensive end. So back come the Thoroughbreds with Baker. Baker, shot off the glass, no good, but he's fouled. That foul call will go on Avon Hawkins. That'll be Avon Hawkins' first personal foul. And the second team foul as we have a timeout. Media timeout. Didn't we just have one? These media timeouts are coming fast and furious. 11 remaining in the contest. Thoroughbreds continue to hold to the lead. 68-62. Again, I got to give it to them. They have played well offensively in this contest. Now, they're shooting right now 51% from the field. We're going to get some updated stats in just a moment because the last stat sheet I received, they had actually attempted 35 shots, hit 18 of them for 51%, while the Builders are 17 of 40 for 42%, but those totals have changed since the last media timeout. So as soon as I get those numbers, I will pass those along to you. Builders, let's see what we got here. Okay, thank you, sir. Here are the most recent totals. So the Builders, 17 of 40, nope. They are 8 of 21. They're 8 of 21, 38%, while the Thoroughbreds of 9 are 9 of 17 for 52%. Thoroughbreds, I believe, have not hit a free throw in the second half, but my stat sheet says they're 1 for 1. Now, when Wall Yak was at the free throw line a second ago, he missed that one. So we'll take a look at that and see, as the second of 2 by Baker is up and good. So the Builders once again down by 7. Trailed by as many as 9 in the contest, have gotten the lead down to as little as 1, but just unable to get over the hump. It's Hunter, feeds to Means. Means harassed in the paint. Gives it off to Hawkins, shot clock at 5. As Wall launches a 3, hits the front of the rim, no good, back comes Baker. Baker with a tough shot, no good, here comes Hawkins. Hawkins with the feed head to Courage, tried to control it but turned it over. Baker with the feed to Harrington underneath. I believe there was a whistle. I think Harrington may have stepped on the baseline, and he did. So that'll be a turnover. That will be the 8th turnover of the contest. I'm sorry, the ninth turnover of the contest for the Reds. Means off of the screen. Wall down the lane. No one there to contest the layup. And he banks on the glass for an easy 2, 69-64. Builders trail by 5. Here's Baker. Double team. Builders defense works on that possession. As the wide open shot was missed by Bookhart. And I think going to be a goaltend, and it will be. So count the bucket. So they get now 69, I believe. Is it 69 or 66 or 68? So Builders trail by 3, 69-66. Benton being guarded by Smith. Here's Barrientos. Hit on 3. It looked like it was going to come off as a miss, but a fortuitous bounce by Barrientos. Barrientos now has 16 points in the contest. So 16 points in the contest. They now have 4 players in double digits in this basketball game. That's about as balanced in scoring as you be in a contest. Means forced the long 3. It comes off no good. Here's Yak. Here's Baker. Shot clock at 15. Away. Nearly turned it over. Builders try to tie him up. Deep feed into corner. That shot an air ball by Bookhart. And the Builders are off running. Here's Wall. Tough shot by Wall, but he's able to get it to go. Kind of lost control of the basketball. It went behind him. He was still able to gather it. Quiet himself down enough to hit the soft jumper. And that makes now 72-68. Thoroughbreds over Builders. Here's Benton. Benton off of his foot. Over. Builders with numbers. 3-on-1. Feed to Wall for the bank shot on the glass 2. And the Builders now find themselves down by 2. 8 minutes left in the contest. The Builders on a little bit of a run here. Here's had the basketball poked away with an opportunity. Feed goes to Wall. Wall to get around the defender. Call a blocking foul, so count the basket as foul. So with that basket, we are now tied. As that foul call will go to Jay Bookhart. That is first foul. The team second, and we're going to have a timeout. Media timeout on floor, and the Builders off that fast break. 3-point opportunity to try to take the lead here at 7:44 mark. Adrian Wall will get an opportunity to come to the charity shot, try to shoot a free throw here. The 7:44 mark that would give the Builders a lead. So again, the Builders have just fought back. And each time the Thoroughbreds have the call. 2 points here, 3 points there. But this time the Builders able to convert on the fast break. An opportunity to take the lead here midway through the second half. So for the Builders, the scoring has picked up tremendously. Builders now with 4 players in double digits. Kelby Saunders, Adrian Wall have 12, while Isaiah Jones hasn't scored a basket in the second half. He hasn't really even seen action here in the second half. He had 11, and Donovan Means picked up his scoring as well. He now has 10 in the contest. Kyrie, who came into tonight's contest as leading scorer for Builders at 14 right now, he sits 7. As Adrian Wall with an opportunity to add to his point total and give the Builders the lead from the free line. As he hits. The Builders right back. Take lead here at the 7:44 mark. 73-62. Builders over the Thoroughbreds. Thoroughbreds again against this man-to-man defense. Builders that have just really turned up the heat here in the second half as Baker to the corner. Wow, tough reverse layup off the glass and good for Bookhart. So he's now double digits. So right now, every player on the floor for the Thoroughbreds has scored in double digits. Pass goes inside, intercepted by Blue Lights. They've now lead 74-3 after the Builders got it back at 73-72. That long shot by Baker, no good. Kick the corner to Smith. His three is up, and it is good. So 76-74, Builders now with a possession lead in the contest. Baker off the tough defense by Saunders. Shot clock now at 15. Here's Yak. Tough landed runner by Yak is good, and we're tied again. So 76-6. I believe that is our 7th tie of the contest. Next it out. Smith. Saunders at 10. Skip pass to Hunter. Hunter's right-handed runner is good. 78-76 Builders by here's Benton back quickly. We've got to rotate out and put some defense on Benton because right now I want to say that is his 21st point of the evening. 78-78, our 8th tie in the contest. Is Wall is able to the basket and cleans up his own mess. So 8-78. Game nip and tuck down the stretch as Donovan Means going to be whistled for the foul. So for Donovan Means, that is his first personal foul, the team third. Courage Harrell will make his way into the contest. He'll give Kelby Saunders opportunity to have a seat. 5:15 left, up by 2. Here's Baker, shot clock at 20. Yak for 3. Weak side rebound comes up to Hunter. Wall along the line. Trying to dish it inside to Means, but able to get it back outside to Wall. His shot good. Rebound controlled by Yak. Harrington, his long 3, short. Loose ball chase down by Means. Wall gives it off to Courage. Nice running layup off the glass for 2. Builders have now pushed their lead to 6. We'll make it 4, 82-68. Up by 4. Here's Baker. Tough reverse layup, no good, but he's going to be fouled. So Kyrie Smith is going to be whistled for his 3rd personal foul, the team's 4th. So that'll put Khalil Baker at the free throw line. Khalil Baker right now with 14 points in the contest. Misses the first of 2. I start to wonder if just a little bit of fatigue is starting to set in with Lights College. As of 2 by Baker is good. So 82-79 Builders, 3-point lead. Builders nearly turned it over. Hunter able to gather it. Bit of a wild layup attempt by Hunter. Builders able to save it. Here's Courage, and he is going to get pulled out with a foul. We will take it. But it looked like Courage might have been slightly out of goal, hit it towards the basket, but instead, Courage gets bailed out by foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2 to try to add to the 3-point lead of the Builders, and he does not. 4:02 left in the contest as Barrientos makes his way into the ball game. So Barrientos right now with 16 in the contest. As the Builders convert on the second of 2, 83-79. Builders with a 4-point lead. We're just under 4 remaining. Builders really turned their defensive pressure here as of late. Foul is going to be called underneath on that shot attempt. Going to whistle Xavier Hunter for his first. So we're going to get, I believe, wait a minute, did they call him in the act of shooting? I'm not sure. We'll find out in a moment. But right now we have a timeout. Timeout on the floor, media timeout. This is the 4-minute timeout. This is the last media timeout of the contest. Folks, I promise. Okay? 3:44 left in the contest. Builders up by 4. After trailing by as many as 9 in this contest, the Builders, again, continue to fight to chip away at the Thoroughbred lead. Got it all the way down to 1 a couple of times, but saw the Thoroughbreds do just enough offensively to keep space between them and the Builders on the scoreboard until finally, the Builders were able to fight back and were able to take the lead 73-72, and they have not surrendered it since. Builders outscoring Blue Lights in the second half, 42-34, so that helps out a lot. It also helps out that the Builders have really stepped up their scoring here in the second half. Prior to going into the halftime locker room, the Builders only had 1 player in double digits. Right now, the Builders have 6 that are in double digits. We've had 9 ties in the ball game, 7 lead changes. So Wall Yak will step to the line to shoot 3:44 left in the contest as he hits the first. 83-80, Builders lead by 3. As Yak hits second of 2, Yak now with, I believe, 19 points. Yep, Yak now with 19 points in the contest. Sam Benton with 21. Builders work the perimeter. Wall tries to bully his way inside, but instead kicks out into the deep corner. 4-3, no good, and back come Blue Lights. Now, Blue Lights with an opportunity to tie or even take a lead here late. It's Baker, tough shot. He was harassed and fouled. So they whistle Donovan Means for the harm. That'll be his second personal foul, the team's 6th. So Baker fouled in the act of shooting. He'll step to the line to shoot 2. Clock stop, 3:12 remaining in the contest. Builders up by a bucket, 83-81. It's Denzel Johnson, 6-2. His Thoroughbreds have played well this afternoon. Now, is it pronounced Denzel or Denzel? Because the reason why I ask is, believe it or not, the actor Denzel Washington is actually named after his dad. So he's actually a junior. But in the household, whenever his mom needed to call him, he wouldn't call him Denzel, he would call him Denzel so that he would know that his mom is calling him and not his dad. If you didn't know that, stay here. I got plenty of stuff that I can share, but right now let's concentrate on the contest. Builders' lead now is erased. 83-83, 3:11 remaining in the basketball game. Builders on the attack. Feed inside to Means, off the glass and good. Beautiful job of the give and go right there. Executed by the Builder as Benton comes back. Tough shot. Late whistle. The Builders were about to get ready to start their fast break off the miss, but a late whistle comes in on Donovan Means. So that'll be his 3rd personal foul. The Builders' 7th of the contest. Though the Thoroughbreds now in the 1-1 for the rest of the contest, 2:51 remaining as Benton adds to his point total. He now has 22 in the contest. Thoroughbreds down by 1. And that now will be the 11th tie of the basketball game. Here's Saunders to Hawkins. Wall, feed inside. Smith, who's somewhat quiet on score tonight, as a loose ball off of the rebound, last touch by the Builders. So here come the Thoroughbreds with Baker. Just simply uses his bigger body to take Kyrie Smith deep into the paint, and the turnaround jumper from about a foot is good. Thoroughbreds now up by a basket, 87-85. This one to come down possibly to the last possession. At all, looks to make space. Forced jumper comes off no good. Benton harassed, tied up in the backcourt. Possession arrow is in favor. Did they call a foul? Oh, I thought it was going to be a jump ball, but instead the blue lights Thoroughbreds called a timeout. So smart play by Benton. So it's going to be timeout by Thoroughbreds, so they'll hold possession, 2-0 remaining in the contest, and the Thoroughbreds up by a basket. So smart play that time by Benton to not allow to go to the scorer's table or tie up, instead call the timeout. So we come out of this timeout, it will be Thoroughbred basketball, up by 2. 2:01 left in the contest, and you got to admit, this one has been fun to watch. You want a contest that pretty much comes down to the final shot, and doggone like that, this is what you've gotten this afternoon. Both teams shooting exactly 48%. Turnover in the backcourt means converts on offensive end, and we are now tied. 87-87, just under 2 minutes left in the contest. It's Baker. Works against defense. Baker. Out of control. Throws it out of bounds. That's a turnover. Fine time to commit their 12th turnover of the contest. As the Builders now have the basketball, and we are tied. 12th tie of basketball game is Means. Look for Wall. Wall. His three-point shot comes off. No good. A minute and a half left. Here comes Benton. I think that shot may have been partially blocked. That leads to a potential fast break, but instead the Builders just slow it down and run their half-court offense. Baskets and possessions are at a premium. Huge three-point shot made by Means. For a second, I thought that was an advised shot where they were in the shot clock, but again, that's why I call the game. I don't play them. But that one by Baker, come back, rebound, no good. As Coach Evan Key tells the team to slow it down, we're now less than a minute remaining. Means dishes underneath. Lie back underneath. Kyrie Smith gets the basket off the backboard and into the basket. Good, and he is fouled. That foul call is going to be on Wall. Yeah, that is his 4th personal foul. Count the basket. The Builders now have a 5-point lead in the contest as we're going to get timeout. Timeout taken by Denzel Johnson of the Thoroughbreds, and there's a possibility that these events here late in the ball game may be enough to give the Builders the victory. 92-87, 39.7 seconds left, and the Builders with an opportunity to turn his 5-point lead into a 6-point lead. So whether the Builders hit this free throw or not, it still will be a 2-possession ball game here down the stretch. Thoroughbreds with 2 timeouts, Builders with 2 timeouts. So, Coach, okay, well, the scoreboard is incorrect. The Thoroughbreds are out of timeouts. So what the Thoroughbreds will have to do for the final 39.7 seconds, they will have to play the foul game here down the stretch to try to be able to create some scoring opportunities as we get closer to the end of the ball game. Again, 92-87 is the score. Builders are up by 2 possessions. And Kyrie Smith will sit in line to try to complete the 3-point play. So again, the Thoroughbreds out of timeouts. They cannot stop this. The only way they can stop it is by fouling. So if Kyrie Smith makes it, it's 2-possession game. If he misses it, which he did, it is a 2-possession ball game. So they have to score quickly and then foul, which they do. Wall Yak gets his 21st point. Here's Wall, able to get it ahead to Saunders. But Avon Hawkins knifes through for a high layup off the backboard. And that gives the Builders a 5-point lead once again. I'm surprised that they did not try to foul, but they're wasting a lot of time trying to get a shot off, and they do. Rebound comes off to the Builders' Means. And the Thoroughbreds decide to call off the horses as Avon Hawkins dribbles out the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 of the basketball game, and the Builders get out of the gym with a hard-fought 94-89 win over Denzel Johnson and the Blue Lights College Thoroughbreds out of Apex, North Carolina. There were times and stretches in the basketball game where it didn't get where it wasn't pretty, but when the Builders needed it, they were able to get it on the scoreboard. So the Builders will end the contest tonight with 6 players walking off the court in double digits as the Builders secure their 10th victory of the season here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Entertaining basketball game up and down all evening. So glad you could join us. We really enjoyed having you this evening. But, folks, we are going to get out here. There is some NFL games I need to get home and watch. So, for Dave Davenport, I am Howard McCain. We're going to say good night from the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon. And until then, remember, this is Apprentice School basketball.